when you deal with the individual who's independent, who's versatile, right? Who actually has experience under her belt, okay? You learn a couple of things, right? You learn that your network is your net worth. You learn that giving is better than receiving. And when you give back to the community in more ways than one, the blessings just keep pouring in and pouring in and pouring in and pouring in, okay? As an artist, on many levels, this individual we're about to bring up right now is someone that you guys need to take note from. Give it up, Kim Good Look Seabrook. You looking mad crazy right now, okay? You see yourself, you see you're looking crazy, okay? We got Good Look Seabrook in the building. All right, Kim is in the building. Kim has a long-standing history with hip-hop and with the community, all right? And those two things combined make for greatness.
Yes, my name is Kim Good Look Seabrook.
Hey!
I'm a poet, motivational speaker, mentor, mother, lover, friend. Write for a magazine, absolutely, always the homie. Hey. I write for a magazine called Validated Magazine. I provide workshops for teens to help empower and teach poetry, but the main thing is really to teach about self-esteem and love.
Okay, and that's definitely something that even artists who are in the lab right now lack, right? Self-esteem and love, right? Self-esteem and love. Kim, you talk about poetry. You talk about, you said you're coordinating what for teens exactly?
So what I have now, so I'll explain like real quickly. 3 years ago, I want to say it just like this because this is it was a major goal in my life and in my career. So 3 years ago I got fired from my job and he told me to tell them, so let me explain. And I sold 35 cars in my department. However, the other two people sold about 15 and 12, but y'all fired me because of my numbers. Okay. But that was the best thing that ever happened to me because my poetry was really expanding and doing well. So I just decided to go full-fledged. Didn't go back to work for anybody. I was homeless for 2 years, but I kept grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. Like the whole first year of me grinding, I barely got paid for anything, but my name was definitely out there. I was on stages with big-time comedians, talking about Richard Pryor's son, talented comedian. And that's where I started like working with the comedians and it led off more to community-based events.
So what were you doing when you say I started working with comedians? What in what capacity?
Opening up the shows.
Okay. Oh, with the poetry.
Shows,
okay, got you. Okay, and you were getting paid?
Oh, sometimes I was, sometimes I wasn't.
Okay.
The whole purpose is that you have to grind. You got to sacrifice.
All right, so let me ask you this. When you did a show that you didn't get paid for, at those events, were you linked with other events?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I asked that because a lot of artists, well, some artists, I don't want to put everybody in a box, but some artists will say, well, if I'm not getting paid, I'm not doing that. Right. Or if they're not giving me this, I'm not doing that. And sometimes you got to give a little to get a lot. So if people see you and you're networking, again, your network is your net worth. Continue.
Right. Absolutely. And again, like I said, I sacrificed a lot and did a lot of free things. And even still then, I still do stuff out for the community and you know, because it's important to get back. But some people do take advantage of you too. So that's what you got to be careful of. Like your fourth time they want you to perform and they still don't want to offer you not even catfish. Yeah, exactly. So
right, and then they charging at the door.
Yeah.
So you know they're making a little money.
Exactly.
And you know they're getting.
You gotta pay for the venue and the DJ, but my performance is not important to pay for, or not at least even transportation. So in regards to the, you know, that aspect, that side of the people, they need to take consideration for artists. Because let me tell you, I go from one place to another. I'll be in Brooklyn, I'll be in Harlem, I'll be in the Bronx, I go to Long Island, I'm all over. So my time is very important. So
absolutely, absolutely. Definitely can't get back. Money comes, money goes, but time you can never get back, right? So again, just to highlight what she just said, when you do something out of the kindness of your heart or for the exposure or for promotional purposes, yes, that is definitely something that's needed for everybody's craft, for everybody's brand. But as Kim said, don't let them take advantage of you. So we're just highlighting independent artists and letting you guys know, no, you don't have to be signed to a major label. And like Miss Falana said on the last episode, you don't have to be a slave to a label, right? So, and as Kim is explaining to you, hard work and dedication and consistency goes a long way. So you're saying you were terminated from the job,
right?
You started hustling, you started grinding.
Then like all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but after hard work,
we love you too.
I had a song featured for New York Fashion Week.
Yes.
Year.
What year was this?
This was last year, and then this year.
2018. Where we at?
18.
Oh, okay, because we almost 2020. All right.
Right.
So in 2018,
my song "Justice for All" was featured during the runway for Corby Woods, a fashion designer.
Okay.
High class fashion. Me getting fired, so I was like, yes,
okay.
my success.
Okay, so did you perform?
No, it was played.
Oh, so they played.
But
okay,
this year,
okay,
for Fashion Week,
okay,
played in the middle of Times Square,
okay,
during the runway.
Alright, so 2020 or 2019?
We're in 19.
No.
Oh.
This Fashion Week, this
No,
year
I
is
just
what?
did.
This one.
In
Wait.
19. It was
2019.
It just passed?
Couple of months ago.
Yeah.
Where the hell am I?
I don't know.
Where am I going?
Right.
Probably
So,
downtown
Where have I
Brooklyn.
been?
These months are flying so fast. It was September.
They are.
Yeah, these months are
I
flying
told you.
so fast.
Okay, alright. Oh wait, so you performed? Oh wait a minute. Oh my gosh. Where can they find the footage?
You can find it on my page, Kim Good Look Seabrook. That's Instagram or Facebook, Kim Seabrook.
Alright, so here's the deal. I'm so sorry. You may have to spell it.
Yeah.
Okay, please.
It's Good Look, like good looking, but no ing. S as in Sam, E-A, B as in boy, R-O-O-K. So if you look up Kim Seabrook, you'll find me all over. I know what's funny is that when I used to Google my name, you would see my mugshot, but now you see a lot of amazing things.
She said the bridge is over. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. All right, Gary Peterson says shout out to Kim and her hard work.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate it. Well, I've been doing quite a lot. Like it just starts from me going to even like domestic violence events, and it goes from me to speaking in schools or performing in schools, and then what really happened was recently in the summertime for a graduation, I was asked to be a keynote speaker.
Okay. All right.
And
at a high school, junior high school?
At a high school for kids who have been criminally charged. They are in the system, and I was asked to be the keynote speaker. And from there, they asked me to. I already had.
Were they graduating?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Shout out to the kids. I came through the trial and tribulations. That's dope. So you were the keynote speaker, and then how did the workshops?
So I already had this in mind. My business is called Creative Soul Solutions. It's already been something that I've been planning on working on, and just getting finally in the schools. And I just they asked, they was like, Kim, we would love for you to work school. I said, all right, well, I'll send you my proposal. And we had a meeting.
Are you a DOE vendor?
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
I'm a DOE vendor.
Say it one more time.
Yeah, DOE vendor.
All right, get your money, honey.
That's right.
Get your money.
Right.
Give a round of applause. Okay, so if you don't mind, can you review some music with us?
Sure.
Shit up again. Yo, we put it back.
Okay. Sound it clear. Sound up here. Yeah, play
I'm like, sexy babe, dancing with your sexy swing.
Okay.
Sexy clothes and on the toes.
He's rubbing off.
Cousin, who's that? She's sucking, turning it side to side and it front and back in it.
Okay.
Well, let me see it.
Okay. This sounds like a okay. Okay, it's a pole song. Right. Whoa.
Then I see I pushed up on her, unbuttoned my coat. Well, she's no joke already, had her something to smoke. Started dancing with her, like the way that dress was dancing by herself.
This is all right.
Yes.
Shorty, how you do?
This might get a full play.
Right.
All right, Mr. J. It's fine. For sure.
Work it out. Help it out.
Keep moving.
She's just my size. My legs is on the thighs. We know each other to my surprise. She grabbed my dress, smelling good, crispy dress. We make this, that's what we do. We come through like that.
Oh,
bread.
God.
Hey, Fluffy! Fluffy's in the building!
Hey, Fluffy!
Since the beginning, we did the
Yeah, this is not. She's doing the thing now. She's doing the thing.
there's no tomorrow. Grab the bottle, took the swallow.
Oh, I thought that was good. I was sick. That's another Yes, thank you. Yes.
I share the stage with his behind
Thank you. Thank you.
And that feels
I'm leaving the bar with my drink to the dance floor on that one.
For real.
Right?
For real.
I'm leaving the bar.
Definitely love
I'm
it.
going to.
This one is called Women's Identity. And here we go. Sometimes it's hard for a woman to know her identity. Society makes it easy to become your own worst enemy. Feeling misguided and misled about your true destiny. Following the crowd instead of doing things differently. They expect us to act reckless and unprofessionally. They want us to be mad and filled with jealousy. Acting devilishly, desperately, and unethically. To make it in this world, you must be a celebrity. With a size 2 waist, living excessively and expensively. Not to accept yourself the way you're built genetically. How dare you walk with your head high respectfully? You're not supposed to know what it is to have integrity. They want us to be selfish instead of building collectively. Cause sometimes it's hard for a woman to know her identity. But the power of a woman needs to be used effectively. Knowing your inner beauty and self-worth is a necessity. I know the peer pressure can sometimes weigh heavily. Banned from being who you are, you must change cosmetically. As if physically means more than acting intelligently. Not knowing the true you, who you are authentically. Instead, you act more pathetically, offensively, with obscenity. I'm not pointing a finger, so let me say this apologetically. But what if we use our beauty to change the world, just speaking hypothetically? We are queens, let your crown shine, present yourself elegantly. We are women, we create life. Use that power with intensity. Walk with grace, speak poetically, and attract others mentally. Cause there's nothing prettier than a woman who can speak intellectually. Women, stay in your position in life cause it changes unexpectedly. The world is yours, stay strong and claim your residency. Cause sometimes it's hard for a woman to know her identity.
Yes, words with meaning, impact. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Please let, if you can give, because we just left off on a note speaking about women, right? May you please give some advice or something that they can hang on to, especially to our female artists out there, our female independent artists who are told, you know, what is it, size 2?
Right, size 2.
Yeah,
right.
You gotta look a certain way.
Listen, it's not about your looks, it's really about your energy, your words, your power, your persistence, your passion, your love for it. And you just keep grinding, you keep grinding. You're gonna get a whole lot of no's, but you're gonna get that one yes that's gonna support you for who you are, how you rock, the things that you believe in. And you can't let nobody take that away from you. That's the most important, because then you're not being you. Like, you need to embrace who you are. Don't let them take this away from you. Just like that last song, just goofy ass nigga. I can't do that.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying, like, it's not, you know, and I'm hoping that, you know, maybe she's transitioning. Maybe she will transition. I don't want to point the finger and blame, like, you know, us when we go through some things. You know what I mean? And maybe she just needs that moment, or someone needs that moment, that a change in their life to say, okay, you know, like I said, when you looked up my my name on Google, I had a mugshot. You know what I'm saying? A few years back.
So not to judge.
Not to judge,
right.
But just to say, like, there's just better. There's better ways to promote yourself, and we are women. We create life.
Absolutely, yes.
You know?
So, ladies and gentlemen, Kim Good Look Seabrook,
Yes.
Please, please, please support the independent artists, support the independent artistry and crafts, alright? This is the iAS Live Music Review. I am your host, Double V. This is a miss.
Shout out to the ladies.
Bye.
So powerful.
Alright.
Touch my heart.